What's up, everybody? Welcome to Repair Sprout YouTube channel, and in today's digital marketing for restoration companies video, we're going to discuss how to market a restoration company online, things you should know before getting started. So we're going to walk you step by step throughout the process, and by the end of this presentation, you'll know everything you need to start generating more phone calls for water and fire damage repair, mold remediation, mold inspection services. So this video is specifically for restoration company. So if this is you, this is what you're selling, this is your business, and you want to learn how to increase your revenue with digital marketing, but don't really know how to where to look for this information, how to get started with digital marketing, this video is perfect for you. Right now, before we jump into the presentation, I want to let you know a few things. So if you go and take a look in the description of this video, you'll find a few links at the top. The first link is for our free website audit. So if you're interested in getting a complete analysis of your website for free, where we will go over your website, analyze its performance, and find opportunities for growth and getting even more leads from your website using Google, right? Specifically SEO. So if you're interested in something like that, make sure to check out the link in the description of this video. The first link. The second link will be the link for our Facebook group. We have set up a Facebook group specifically for business owners in the restoration industry to learn digital marketing for free. So if you're interested in something like that, make sure to go and sign up for our Facebook group. It's absolutely free to join, and you can connect with us and other people just like yourself, right? And the last link is for a consultation call. If you're interested in working with us, make sure to go and check out the third link in the description of this video. It will be the link for our page where you can sign up for a consultation, right? So with that out of the way, let's dive right into the presentation. All right, so before we cover the actual basis, let's first cover why even focus on digital marketing. So here's some key benefits of digital marketing compared to offline marketing. First of all, you can make it very targeted. You can target a very specific group of people that have certain interests, are of certain demographic. You may target only like parents, people that are making a certain amount of money. You may target only high income households. So you can do all of this with digital marketing, very, very efficiently. Next is cost effective compared to offline marketing. Because you can target a very specific group of people, your return on investment will usually be much higher, right? So this makes digital marketing really cost effective, right? And also, because you can reach a very specific group of people, you can make your ads a lot more personal towards the audience you're targeting, right? And lastly, you can measure everything. If you have set certain goals, you can measure everything. You can track clicks, you can track phone calls, you can track leads. Everything can be measured pretty easily, right? So these are some of the key benefits. There are more, but these are the main ones, right? And the number one benefit is targeted marketing, which is what we're going to do. We're going to target people that need our services, that are actively searching for our services. We're just going to place our offers in front of them. All right. Now, here's what we will go over. First, we're going to cover the foundation, right? So the foundational things you should know. Next, we're going to set up a website for you. Don't worry if you already have a website. There will be some things for you as well. And lastly, picking a platform to market on. This is very important, as we need to select the right platform, for our marketing campaigns. So, first of all, the foundation. Digital marketing terms you need to know. So you should be familiar with what all of these terms are. Now, you do not need to memorize them or anything, but you should just be familiar with what does this stand for, as you will meet these terms like A/B testing, CPA, CTR. You will meet these a lot throughout your marketing campaign. So you should know what they are, right? And let's cover each of these, what each of these stand for and what they are. First is A/B testing. A/B testing, also known as split testing, is a process of testing multiple advertisements in order to see which one performs the best. You can test anything from images, videos, ad copy, which is basically ad text, audiences you're targeting, this is very important, and various other things. A/B testing is essential in any marketing campaign if you want to reduce your ad spend and increase your margins, right? Because if you just run one ad, right? You're only limited to that ads result. But if you, for example, run 3 ads at a time targeting the same audience, all right, or the same ad targeting different audiences, right? You will get ads that perform better than the other ones. So you can double down on the ones that perform good, and either decrease your ad spend on ads that are not producing the best results, or just turn them off. Next is analytics. So analytics, I think this is self-explanatory. Analytics platforms like Google Analytics and others will allow you to see how your campaigns perform, what things can be improved, what causes a problem, for example, in a campaign, and all of that stuff, right? So I assume that everybody knows of Google Analytics, but there are a ton of other analytics platforms that you will be using throughout your marketing campaigns. Actually, not really a ton, but if you plan to run SEO campaigns, these are not really paid campaigns, but they are considered campaigns. Google ads, Facebook ads, you will be using all of their platforms that they have with all of that data, like how your campaigns are performing, the progress over time, and all of that stuff. So next one is conversion rate. Conversion is a desired action from your marketing campaigns. In shopping campaigns, a purchase is a conversion. So in call campaigns, a phone call is a conversion. So a conversion is not always a purchase, right? So a conversion is your desired goal, all right? So a conversion rate is a percentage of people who have completed the desired action from a total number of people who had engaged with your ad, not saw your ad, like viewed your ad. So you may have thousands of people seeing your ad, but only a few hundred people clicking on it. And a conversion rate from your ad, that data that we are just talking about, will be the percentage of people who have, for example, called you on the phone out of those few hundred people, not all of the thousands of people that have seen your ad. It's just a random example, but I hope you get this right. Cost per acquisition. Cost per acquisition, or CPA for short, is an average cost of a conversion in your campaigns, right? So with $1,000 ads, with $1,000 of ad spend and 10 conversions, your CPA would be $100. So this is the most simple explanation. Next one is click-through rate. Click-through rate, or CTR for short, is a percentage of people who have clicked on your ad out of all people who had seen it, right? The most simple explanation, doesn't require any further elaboration. So 100 people have seen your ad, 10 people have clicked on it, so that is a 10% CTR. Next one is customer lifetime value. We will get into this one in a little bit because it requires further explanation, but CLTV for short is the total value of all purchases a customer has made with the business over their entire relationship. So not just one purchase, but the overall value of the customer, of a specific customer to a business during their entire relationship. So CLTV is a very valuable metric. It's essential for calculating your desired cost per acquisition and other metrics. So again, more about this later on. An email list is a list of your prospects' emails. An email list is built by offering an incentive to your audience and asking them for their email address in exchange for that incentive. So let's say that you have you may offer a limited time discount or whatever, or a free inspection for new customers, something like that, right? So you may ask for their email address in return, right? So this is the most simple explanation. Some companies from other industries offer free products or free digital products, like a course, small course, or an ebook, or a checklist, something like that, right? So for a restoration company, a good incentive would be an email in exchange for, let's say, a free estimate. This is what everybody does, but this is just a basic example. Of course, you don't have to. You may already offer free estimates, but you may not ask people for emails. You may go a step further and offer free inspection or a discount, whatever, all right? Or an info product, which we will get into another video. just to not overcomplicate things, but this is what an email list in a nutshell is. So it's a very valuable asset. It's a list of prospects interested in your product or service. You can market to that list however and whenever you want. Of course, there are some laws you need to abide by, but you're pretty much, you can send these people emails like every day if you want, or whatever, right? So an email list is really important. Next one is a lead. I suppose everybody knows what this is, but for those who do not, a lead is a qualified prospect. A lead can be considered anyone who has shown signs of interest in your service, members of your email list, people who call you on the phone, etc. Generally, a lead is easier to convert to a sale than a cold visitor because you've already helped them out for free, for example, by giving them a free quote. Most of your marketing campaigns will be focused on generating leads, right? Makes sense. So, organic and paid traffic. The term traffic stands for all people who visit your business. Online, it's usually associated with your website visitors. Organic traffic is any traffic you get from free sources, so social media posts, search results from Google or Bing, referrals, direct traffic, direct links to your website from other websites, for example, a local newspaper. Paid traffic is any traffic you get from paid sources, so sponsored posts, search ads, video ads, etc. Now, organic traffic is increased by building a following on different platforms like YouTube or Facebook, for example, ranking in high in search results for keywords related to your business, getting links to your website, etc. Paid traffic is increased by creating better ads with bigger ad spend. Now, should I focus on organic or paid traffic? We suggest you do both. Organic traffic is free, in theory, but it costs a lot of time. So it's free when it comes to money, but it costs a lot of time. For example, it can take up to 6 or even 12 months for a new website to rank on Google. Paid traffic is usually expensive, so it costs a lot of money. But you can get results almost instantly, so it doesn't cost a lot of time. So I hope you get that difference. Now, when it comes to paid advertising, don't be afraid of spending money on ads. With paid advertising, you can get almost immediate feedback on what works and what doesn't, because your ads will be immediately shown to people, whether you're running them on Google or Facebook. This will help you make quick optimizations and get better results over time. So yeah, you may end up losing some money up front, but because you will get immediate feedback on what works and what doesn't in your campaigns, this means that you will be able to quickly improve and get better results and get cheaper leads pretty much. Now, here's what we were talking about a minute ago. So CLTV. Before you start running any marketing campaigns, you need to know who your customers are and then calculate CLTV. It's important to know that there's no one-size-fits-all formula for CLTV, but by answering questions listed over here, you will have a pretty good estimate of what your CLTV is. Now, it all starts with your target audience, so who are your customers, right? It all starts with who are your customers, where do they live? Are they an older generation? Are they homeowners? Probably, right? Or they're licensed to make changes on their property. How much money are they making? Right? All of these things you should have these in mind. So where are they? Right? And why should they pick you over everybody else? If you're in a bigger area, they're probably competitors, right? So why should they pick you over your competitors? What's your unique value proposition? For example, many people pick companies solely based on price, and unless you have the lowest price, you will never be able to beat your competitors that have the lowest price. But just because they have the lowest price doesn't mean that they provide the best service, right? So you will always have people that are willing to pay the higher price to get a better service. So if you don't have the cheapest price in the market, in your local market, you need to have something else to stand out. For example, you may offer free inspection to your customers. You may offer them some kind of guide or something like that. So you need to figure out what this is. You can't just be like, oh, I'll just repair damage whoever calls me, right? But you really need to figure these things out, right? Now, of course, this would require a dedicated video specifically based on this topic because it's so big, right? So all of these questions may seem simple, but they are all, it takes time to like figure this out, right? So if you're interested in something like this, if you need any help with this topic, make sure to let me know in the comments of this video. The next part is CLTV in itself, like average purchase value. So how much money do you make per purchase? How frequently do people buy from you? Do you have people ordering services, the same people ordering services from you multiple times? And how much do you actually profit from each purchase? So all of these questions and factors will help you figure out, all right, so how much is each customer worth to me, and how much am I willing to pay to get that customer? All right, so now that that's clear, let's move on to the second part of the video, which is creating a website. Build a website with a home page and a special page for each of your services. If you are selling water damage restoration, have a page talking about that service only. All right. If you're selling fire damage restoration, have a page for fire damage restoration. The same goes for any other services you might be selling. So you need to have a special page for each of your services. Sorry about that. So also add an about page, contact page, and legal pages if you haven't already. Important website features. Now this is very important for not only the functionality and performance of your website, but also these features, the website that have that are mobile friendly, that have fast loading speed, that are rich with content and optimized for generating leads, will have an edge. Not only will they convert more, the conversion rate we discussed earlier will be higher, but they will be ranked higher because they're performing well. And search engines prefer websites that are performing well, that are loading quickly, that are mobile friendly, and that are pretty much good websites. But all of these will be covered in another video because they're such a big topics themselves. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel to stay notified of our future uploads. But anyway, don't overwhelm yourself. Your website doesn't have to look special. Just focus on the most important factors listed here while having a decent design, and you're good to go. So if you already have a website, what should you do? If you do not have pages for your services, make sure that you have them. Right? It really depends on how big is your website, how old is your website. Maybe you don't want to mess up your site structure. If you already have like a website with established link profile and all of that stuff. But what you can do is you can try to fix, if for example your website is not loading quickly, you can try to fix that. You can add content, you can optimize your website for generating leads. Make sure that you do what you can do, right? So only you will know your situation. Now, in case you like what you see so far, if you like this video's content, if you appreciate it, if it's helpful to you, hit the like and subscribe button. It will help us see that these videos are in demand, and therefore to motivate us to keep producing more of them. Also, if you need any help, make sure to schedule a consultation call or join our Facebook group if you don't want to take that step and you just want to learn for free. But you can find both of the links, including the link, an additional link for free website audit that we offer, in the description of this video. So if that sounds good, make sure to go description of this video, check it out, and find either join our Facebook group. I mean, you should do that anyway, but this consultation call link will be in the description of this video, the top of the description. So let's move on. The last part is picking a platform to market on. So different platforms are used by different people. Top platforms are Google, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Now, here's the thing. So most of these you will not spend your time on. So LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, for your main marketing campaigns. The one that we recommend you focus on is Google, all right? And Facebook in very specific situations, but mainly Google. And here's why. Google is a great platform for businesses who sell products that people need in a very specific moment. So restoration service is a great example. Car insurance, apartments for rent or plumbing service, roof repair, all of these services. Now, why, you may be wondering? So, because of a strong intent. So, when somebody types in water damage restoration service in Miami, for example, you can have a pretty accurate guess that they're looking for a water damage restoration service in Miami. And with Google Ads and also SEO, but we're talking about paid here, with Google Ads, you can target people based on their search query or keyword, whatever you want to call it, right? So if somebody's typing in car insurance, Miami again, you can have a pretty accurate guess that they're looking for car insurance in that specific location, which is Miami in our example. And what you're going to do with Google Ads is target people based on their search queries. So people typing in water damage restoration, fire damage restoration in their locations, right? You can also leverage Google My Business, local service ads, and search ads. There are other Google's assets that you can leverage as well. All of these will be covered in other videos, so make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay notified of those uploads, right? Now, here are some interesting Google Ads statistics if you want to learn more. Now, according to WorldLead, 36% of searches have local intent. This is 36% of all searches done on Google. Think of like billions and billions and billions of searches on Google are local. So 36% of those searches are local. Now, 65% of ads clicked have buyer intent, right? Also, businesses make an average of $2 for every $1 spent on Google Ads. And lastly, 70% of mobile searchers call a business directly from their ads, because you can set up an ad, you can set up a Google ad that enables people to dial your business directly from that ad, so they don't even have to visit your website. And we will discuss this again in another video. So that's it. Hope this video was helpful to you. If you need more help, again, make sure to check out our website and schedule a call. If you want a free website audit, make sure to sign up for that audit as well. And lastly, if you don't want to do any of these things, just make sure to join our Facebook group, all right? It's because not only can you find free learning material, but you can also connect with us if you have any questions, but also with other people from the same industry, just as yours. So again, the links will be in the description of this video. Written version of this content is going to be available in the description of this video as well. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you like this video, and like the video by clicking the like button below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.